Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Last week on my Instagram stories, I actually asked, do you think eating healthy is expensive? And a lot of you actually said yes, very. On today's video, I will share with you my tips on how to eat healthy on a budget. Before we get started, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I have a theory though on why there is such perception that eating healthy is expensive. If you are like me and most of the YouTubers and the influencers in the health and fitness wellness space, most of them live in the US, the UK, a lot of them live in Australia. So you will see a lot of things like kale and avocados, salmon, berries, and then you hear things like gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, blah 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 blah. Just pause for a second. Those things are very uncommon here in Malaysia. You can find those things here, but when you do, it's very expensive, which leads me to my very first point. Don't just follow the crowd. Does not mean that somebody is drinking oat milk that you should too. Not everybody is actually intolerant to dairy. Another example would be gluten. Gluten may not be the best for your gut, but that doesn't mean that it is bad for you. I guess what I'm trying to say is do your research. Take the time to actually understand your body. Know that if you have any underlying conditions, allergies, or you don't have any allergies, you don't have any restrictions, and once you know, then you go from there. Look around, get inspired, but don't get overwhelmed. I get it, it's a new day, it's a new me, I'm excited, I want to try everything. Coming from personal experience, when I first started out, I would watch so many videos and all these different recipes that I want to try. Most of them have ingredients that I'm not so familiar with, like, hello, what's garbanzo beans? What this does is you will end up overspending because you literally want to try everything, and this will actually lead to two things. A, your food will go bad and rot away, and that will end up a lot of wastage because you just don't have time to try out everything within such a short period of time. B, you end up not liking the ingredients. For example, up until today, I'm still doing the same mistake. I don't know when will I learn. I keep seeing recipes with avocados and I feel like I want to try it. It looks really nice. Like avocados are so pretty on a plate. Like I want to do it, and I don't know. It's been years. I dare now say years that I've been spending on avocados, but I will end up not eating them because at the end of the day, I don't like it. I don't like avocados, and I should just learn that I shouldn't spend so much on avocados. Those things are expensive. It is good for you, but I just don't like it. So yeah, plan. Before you go for your weekly groceries run, try to list out the recipes that you want to try out. Aside from the items that are a staple in your normal grocery run, try to look out for ingredients that are actually kind of new to you and kind of pick a theme for the week. So what I do is, for example, I want to try out a recipe that has basil in it. Basil isn't something that I would normally cook. So if I would end up buying a pack of basil, which normally has a lot of it in one pack, right? So I would try to do more recipes within that week that incorporate basil in it. This way, I would utilize more of the basil that I buy, hence avoid wastage, and in the long run, I actually save up some money. My next tip would be focus more on whole foods and not organic. This is especially true if you're really on a tight budget but you want to eat healthy. Organic food are like really expensive compared to the normal ones, so you just might want to focus on eating the right food first before you go on the organic route. Correct me if I'm wrong, there is no one diet that actually tells you have to eat everything organic. Nobody have ever said to me that if you eat organic oranges, you will lose weight, and if you eat normal oranges, you won't lose weight. Some perspective there. Yes, organic food is obviously much better for your overall well-being, your health and everything, but if you are on a tight budget, try to not look there yet. However, when you are ready to kind of slowly hop on the organic bandwagon, my tip for you is to start with food items that you will end up eating everything of it. Like it doesn't have a skin on it. For example, berries, leafy greens, as opposed to things that have a protective layer that you will end up not eating the skin, like oranges and bananas. So yes, keep that in mind. My next tip would be buy dried and frozen items. This was a huge game changer for me, especially for items that are really expensive fresh. Things that I would normally buy dried are like herbs, they last a really long time. And things that I buy frozen are like berries and certain vegetables. Like I literally almost never buy fresh berries anymore. Those things are really expensive. Okay, let me just give you some perspective. A pack of fresh blueberries, about 125 grams, will cost you somewhere in between 9 ringgit to 15 ringgit. Whereas the frozen blueberries that I get are, depending, if the normal ones I would get around 26 ringgit. If I'm feeling a little bit fancy and buy organic, that would cost me around 36 ringgit. It is a lot cheaper when you buy frozen, and the best part, what I like about those things being frozen is those are not really a staple in my diet, so I would want them to last as long as they could. So frozen is the best option for me, because if I buy fresh, sometimes I end up not eating it as much, and what happens is they rot away, hence a lot of wastage, and I waste a lot of money as well. So try to kind of look for food items that you can buy dried or frozen, hence you know you can store for much longer and end up saving a lot of money. My last tip for you guys will be shop seasonal and local produce. Local produce tends to be a lot cheaper than imported goods, and try to go to your local farmers markets and kind of see what's in season. Vegetables and fruits that are in season are just generally cheaper. Anyways, it's always good to support your local economy. So that is all my tip for today. I hope you guys find this very helpful, because it has helped me along the way. Just remember, eating healthy does not have to be difficult. Try not to make it complicated. Yes, it may require a little bit of an investment, but in the long run, I promise you, you'll know how to be smart about it. You'll get to know yourself better. So just try to be consistent. You'll get there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye!